Hello everybody, my name is Asura. Welcome back to Wavedash 2023. As today we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different, something a little bit, like just a bit of a filler before we get into our next wave of pools. We're going to be taking a look at some stuff and analysis from the Analyst desk, a completely new thing that we're trying out here. Shout out to Calibrated for getting us involved with that as well and giving some new opportunities to casters to just talk about some stuff when it comes to like the games themselves. If you want to go learn a little bit more about Calibrated, go ahead, follow them as well. They've had a massive presence within the esports space here in SoCal, as well as the music. They are, in fact, they have worked on the music for some of the stuff here at Wavedash as well. So yeah, if you're into that good stuff, go follow Calibrated as well. But without wasting any further time, let's go straight into Sonics versus Elvis. In fact, this was a set that I really enjoyed watching back at Waveland, where it was a very close 2-0 Sonics almost losing the second game to Elvis. But here in winners qualifiers, they've just had their run back. We're going to go ahead and look at some of the interactions real quick. First and foremost, let's have a look at this first one real fast. I want to quickly talk as we get into game number one, obviously, here on Small Battlefield. There is a quick little interaction that I do want to get towards, so let's go straight to it here. As you all know, Sonic loves to go in head first when he gets the opportunity to, but around this time, at least around here anyway, you'll notice at one point that, and especially throughout the entire set if you do end up watching this back, when a spin dash does come out here, Elvis will opt to use neutral B at a very sort of quick point. I'm just going to wait for that to show right there. As you just saw there, that neutral B, it's going to be good for basically allowing you to just kind of stop Sonic from getting in. You will let Sonic, if you let Sonic get in, then obviously there's going to be problems, so you have to sort of deal with here. Elvis obviously using that neutral B very, a lot more consistently here throughout the set, mainly just so that you can kind of push block Sonic and just give yourself a little bit of space, something that Elvis has been doing quite a bit. Now we're going to go and quickly take a look at another one from game number 2, because I want to go ahead and actually talk a little bit about this, which was quite interesting actually. So we're going to go ahead to about 6 minutes into the VOD over here. I'm going to just go from this, and we're going to look right here, I think. It should be it. Right, yeah, so this is it. So this is something that I found quite interesting as well. This interaction I thought was pretty cool. Spring constantly takes it once, gets it again, takes it twice. It's going to keep on going. And it manages to make it back on the stage without any further problems there. And one thing that you got to see, you got to notice here, is that Sonics was constantly throwing out those springs. Maybe should have waited a little bit after the first tech, knowing that if if you're Elvis, you probably felt a lot more comfortable getting those techs in. And it's a good thing that Sonic didn't go for a third or a fourth one. Otherwise, it would have constantly kept on happening. A loop would have kept on happening, and Sonics would have felt a little bit more agitated, especially trying to get those punishes. So Elvis was able to play around it. Sonics kind of stayed away a little bit right afterwards. But it's good recognition for both of them, knowing that eventually one of them is going to constantly get agitated and eventually overextend. Sonics could have potentially ended up going off stage and try to finish the job off, but that could have been dangerous as well because Meta Knight up B also exists. So there's a lot of interactions that you kind of have to worry about when you're playing off stage and a matchup like this as well. So there we go. And I do also kind of want to talk a little bit more about some stuff that happens later on in this game, I think. We'll look at 7 minutes, and I think we're looking around here, to be honest. I might be wrong though, but after getting the stock, right. So right here, like just before, I paused it a little late, but what we're going to talk about here is obviously the use of Spring. Spring in this matchup, especially on a stage like Final Destination, where there's no platforms, nothing for Sonics to rely on, it's important for you to stay up in the sky, right? Because essentially what it is if you give Meta Knight some sort of up tilt or a combo starter from the ground, you can put yourself in a dangerous position. You see Sonics kind of give himself a little bit of time to kind of adjust to the matchup and essentially, yeah, just feel more comfortable as he goes along with it. We're going to go ahead straight to game number 5, I think, for now, is the last point that I quickly want to talk about before I do have to end it, is obviously here at 22-17, I believe. No, 27, sorry. Around here. Once again, you'll notice, like, if we go a little bit further back, about here, Sonic's just like slowly starting to charge up spin jumps, kind of just waiting. Instead of going in head first and trying to go in super recklessly, you notice both players are trying to be very, very comfortable, trying to just sort of wait things out essentially. And if Sonic's, just constantly keeps on jumping and jumping, just kind of waiting to either stay on a platform or not, then obviously Elvis can go ahead and try to pressure him or try to punish it as well. So it's kind of a mind game in that scenario between both players there. But I think that's all the time that I have at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But before I wrap it up, I want to give one massive shout out to our other partners here at Wavedash, Freshcut. Freshcut, the app in which you can just, if you're not into TikTok, it's a better alternative for video games. It's got stuff for Smash. It's got stuff for stuff like Street Fighter. If you're into games like Street Fighter, or if you're even into games such as like, Minecraft, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and many, many more titles. It'll all be here on Freshcut. You can follow your favorite creators, and to support us, go into the partner referral code right here in the settings, and and enter the code Wavedash. This will be one referral code equals $1, which helps us as a collective and it helps the event. So every single download, every single partner referral code counts. So yeah, massive shout out to Freshcut once again for sponsoring this this entire thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna go in depth. By the time you see this, I'm gonna get started with Wave C with Charles and Z-Fly. I've been Asura. I'm sorry if this was super messy. This was the first time I'm trying it out. But yeah, just bear with me and bear with the others that are trying this out. I'll see you on Wave C. Take care of yourselves and peace out.